now I'm sat here on the side of the creek trying to get myself sorted because this is just such a beautiful backdrop. You can't see it. There's a lovely creek in here. Listen, is that not just beautiful? So I hope you've enjoyed us making the dresses. Today we've got for you the most delightful vlog. We went into town and we met the lovely Peggy, who is behind SH7, and her adorable assistant Becky Jo. Now, a lot of you know that I was involved in the testing of the regalia blouse, and I had a bit of I don't know how to describe it, but it was very funny banter. Lively can be taken in so many different ways, but it was lively, jolly, and it was fun and happy and kind and adorable. The most wonderful banter with Becky Jo. So when I knew I was coming back and we were going to meet Peggy again, I just said, please, 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 could I meet Becky Jo? And it was just absolutely wonderful. And Jane from So Like Jane came along. Now, those of you that don't know Jane originates from Scarborough, which is just up the coast from me. But she has lived in Oregon now for over 25 years. So it is absolutely wonderful to meet up with a fellow Yorkshire lass in Oregon. So we went into Portland and we did some shopping, met everybody, went to the studio, and hopefully I'm going to be able to link the vlog together so it runs smoothly. I'm very sorry if the vlogs seem to come in odd bits. And I know for a fact that what you've already seen was filmed over 2 or 3 days, and this came in the middle. But I just want you to understand how much I'm enjoying my break over here. And I feel this time as if I've just slotted back into life in Oregon. I'm really sorry if the light is coming and going here, but I'll pan round in a minute and show you exactly where I am. So from seeing Peggy and everybody in the centre of town, we did some shopping and we did the English Girl in the Supermarket. So we've got all the titles underneath, so that's how it's going to run through. And then on the way home there's a great big chunk at the end on meeting Laurie-Ann's friend Connie. Now Connie is an avid, I'm going to say she's a woman of craft. She is a lady of many talents. She gardens, she grows vegetables, she turns wood, and she quilts. And I was lucky enough to meet Connie because Connie wanted some advice on a quilt. So Laurie-Ann said, it's not a problem, I'm out with Judi. Let's just come down and have a look at it. So that's where we are. Here's the pan round. So I'm going to turn the camera around, so I'm going to pull the screen around in a minute now so I can see what's going on. Is this just not beautiful? And I am staying in the RV, which is just up there into the sunshine, and I know I've got a cardigan on because I'm sat in the shade, but believe me, it's going to be hot today. Hot, hot, hot. So just going to go around, quick flag round. This is headquarters of SH7. I'm good. And this is the famous photograph station, and this is Becky Jo. Hardly desperate to meet. So I'm just going to show you sort of the this is the hub where she actually sends the patterns out from. So I've got all the patterns here, more patterns here. Tea house dress I have at home, which is one to make. But as I've said before on several different occasions, I adore Peggy's ethos for the use of linen and natural fabrics. And that's what I really love about the patterns. And there's some really old ones here. There's a Mississippi dress there. And there's some more there. And here is the regalia blouse, which is coming out.
Just wanted to vintage shop, and
so we are now post lunch.
I'm like, there's so many more
About to
but they will just spend hours
cross over
in there.
in the block. Which area of Portland are we in, Laurie-Ann?
Southeast Portland.
Southeast Portland, near Peggy's studio. Peggy's behind me, and there's Jane. Just catching up on the last little bits before we all say goodbye for now, which we have to do. And we've been really lucky actually. We've phoned loads of people since we've been with Peggy and Becky Jo. We're just missing one, and we're trying to desperately get hold of her. And if we don't get hold of you, my darling, you know who you are. We're so sorry. A lovely little yarn shop, and I can't remember its name. Fibre Rhythm. It's got so much beautiful yarn and all things knitted, and it's literally near Peggy's. But over here at the beginning, I found something sewing related. Now, I do like to knit, but knitting and I don't necessarily agree. Look at these kits here. Lovely little embroidered t-shirt. little earrings, a pendant, little hanging checkerboards and things. So you're going to have to wait until I get home to find out which of those. Might very well go home. Right, we are about to reverse the roles. Lorianne, take the camera. It's now English woman in American supermarket. Now Connie is one of Lorianne's lovely quilting friends. And that ahead of me there is Connie's sewing studio. Connie's house is here, surrounded by this beautiful garden. So I'm now going to walk towards the studio. And as I go into it, I want to apologise for any noise that you will hear in the background. I will do my best to turn up the volume of my voice, and I will do my best to try and reduce the background noise, but obviously there's no air conditioning in this building, and it's currently around 90 degrees Fahrenheit, or maybe around, I think it's about 33 degrees centigrade, so please forgive me if I've got the figures incorrect, but I'd go for the 90 degrees Fahrenheit and work it out backwards from there.
Have you ever paper pieced before?
A very long time ago, but not quite in the way that you do it.
So what you do is you sew on the paper.
Yes.
And then after you sew on the paper, then you rip the paper off and everything's exactly. I mean, it's like precise because it tells me to sew on this
So
line.
you sew, do you iron the paper to the fabric?
Do I do what?
Iron the paper to the fabric.
Yes. Yeah. You iron it all. Yeah.
So
yeah.
what is the raw, that's the paper. So what about seam allowances and things?
Well, you have a seam allowance when you started it right here.
Okay.
You have it's called add a quarter, and you use this little ruler to do it. And so when you do your next one, you did the same thing. You added a quarter. You got your little thing, and you added your quarter. There is a.
Is it using an old-fashioned quilter's quarter?
Yeah.
I have a quilter's quarter.
Yeah. So yeah, this is my new one. What do you think of the color?
I love the colours.
Yeah.
I love the colours.
That's lovely.
We would say it's earthy.
It is. It is called a wedding star table topper. Is what it's called.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Isn't it? And
Connie made mine. That's on the coffee table at my house.
Now, Connie, we have to do the sewing machine.
Oh, this is a Janome.
Okay.
15,000 sewing machine. It has a whole.
It looks very new.
New. 3 years now.
And it has the light, doesn't it?
Oh, it's got lots of lights.
Well, you see, because I saw this at my sewing machine shop, and I thought this is amazing.
It has lots of lights.
That's
This is
it.
the machine that I had before I bought the
Ah, right.
Which is
So,
fabulous.
Connie,
Fabulous.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Oh yeah.
5 things you need in a sewing machine.
Oh, let's see. Well, definitely the thread cutter.
Yeah.
And the automatic threader.
Yes.
Needle threader.
Needle threader.
That's a needle threader, yeah.
Needle threader.
Lighting.
More lighting. Definitely more.
So it's got lots of lighting, so you like that.
Well, I have an extra light because I don't have enough light there.
Oh,
so
wow.
I have an extra light because I know they say they have lots of light, but that's just not enough for me. So I got another light there.
All right, yes.
So lots of lighting. That's about it. I mean, I'm pretty basic when I use as long as it goes fast.
Fast, so that's number 4. So we've got lighting, and we've got number 4 is
And I
fast.
sew really fast, so.
All right, so it has to go fast.
Yeah, my sister's always like, you sew so darn fast.
And the Sew Steady table.
Oh, the table, the extended table is quite nice. Yes. On my other machine, I actually bought one. Hey, I did make myself a new cover for my sewing machine, though.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I made myself a nice little cover. So, you know, when I'm not using it, it's
Oh, that's beautiful.
it's
Absolutely gorgeous.
you know, didn't want all the dust on my machine. So my sister actually sewed the pieces together, and
Yes.
I'm quilting it.
Right.
So I just started today. So I quilted. This is the border here,
Yeah.
and then this. The reason I wanted Lorianne to come over and take a look at this is because I wasn't sure about. I quilted the inside here, and then the melon, and so these arches are supposed to have another
Right.
design put in it, and I wasn't sure about putting another design in it. because as you can see, it's kind of busy. And
I
I
think,
didn't
I
want
think
it
it's
to be
really,
overly busy.
I think it pops.
Yeah. Do you think that you would do it in the arches right here?
No, but I might be tempted to go around the edge.
Oh,
Of the
that is what I
arch.
said. That's what I said. Should I do stitch in the ditch? So I
Yes.
was wondering if I should do stitch in the ditch. And then right up here, I'm going to do piano keys from right here to here.
Okay.
So this is all going to have piano.
Yesterday I brought my dress down to do some more in the RV last night, but I didn't actually. I was so tired I went straight to sleep. But this dress has caused us quite a few issues, and it's nothing to do with the pattern. It's nothing to do with the fabric. For me personally, the problem is I didn't have enough fabric because I washed mine and it did actually shrink a little bit. So rather than having the 2.5 meters that I needed, I ended up with some ridiculous measurements, something like 2 meters of 37.6 when we measured it. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that shows how things can shrink back. And I did have a little problem here. I'm going to show you this. I put a label on here from one of Andrea's boxes, the lemon box, but right underneath there you can see that I've got the writing from the selvage. So I put the label on to disguise it, and I put the label on the outside because it is one of those beautiful lemon labels and I wanted it to be seen. So what I need to do with this is I need to put the binding back around the bottom of the dress. Thought I was going to do it last night, but I'm not, so I'm actually just going to put everything back in my caddy. That will go in the car and we will just take that with us today as we're doing our journeys around and about in Oregon today, because we're going shopping today. So there's everything ready to go, and I just wanted to show you what Lorianne left in the trailer for me. Look at this. This is a Singer Featherweight 222K. And I have got in here bits of the Austin dress so that if I do wake up and it's raining and I don't want to go out for a walk to the coffee shop, which I've done for the past 2 mornings, I'll just put a picture in here of the bridge when I came back from the coffee yesterday. I can do some sewing, or if I can't get to sleep or anything at night, I can do a little bit of sewing. So whether I get the dress done or not here, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to a wedding in September and this is the dress I would love to wear. Good morning. This is the 3rd day of filming. You can tell I'm still in the cardigan inside in the US, and I've got a cardigan on, and we are in the Save store in Oregon, in Portland, negotiating cover stitches, no, overlockers for Jane. I'm videoing.
You are?
Yeah.
Should I say hi? Hi, people.
And there is the
There's our favorite salesperson.
So lovely. Hi, Bree. Hi, Bree. So we are looking at sewing machines, and I'm going to just have a wander around. Will you?
Yes, I'm going to play.
You're going to play, and I'll come back to her playing in a minute. Baby lock machines, like this in the UK. And everybody, who makes the baby lock sewing machine? Brother. Gosh. See that these are similar. Now you said it's brother to what the brother looks like.
Exactly. Yep, they come out of the same factory. They just get rebranded with Baby Lock.
So then it makes you wonder, what should you buy? A brother or a baby lock?
It kind of depends on 2 things. If you have to have Disney embroidery designs, because only Brother has that.
Ah, right.
And what the better deal is. That's why it's nice that we're multi-line, because there are times where one brand does a better promotion than another. Yes, but also just take that
on
off.
order a Bonina
Oh, okay. That's good.
790
That's what I
Pro,
do on
and
my
she's having a little
long
play here as part of her training on it. And she's trying to place the dot is what she's trying to line up.
Got it. So that's 1. Here's
The
point
thing is,
2.
it's not actually showing it down here. No, it's getting it in focus. So there, okay, so there's your first one. And where is it on the screen?
Down here. So
Yes.
the design looks really warped right now. This is the
Okay.
design we're going for to go into
Okay, well,
this.
we'll come back to that in a minute. We've been coming to the end now
It ruins
of
stuff.
our
Mine
trip
doesn't.
to Save Store. I love the banana foot mounting, but I don't know anybody who would actually buy the banana foot mounting at $375. You know, if Bree wanted to give it to me, I would take it, but it doesn't come with the feet. So I've got I have treated myself to the Vanilla Big Book of Machine Quilted in the Mill End store now. We've just had the most amazing fun on the phone with Rachel. And I'm going to tag her in this because she knows what's going on. So I have got my pile of fabric here. This is my pile of fabric. This is Rachel's fabric. That is Rachel's fabric. That is Rachel's fabric. But this lovely lady here has just spoken to Rachel on the phone while we've been cutting out her fabric, because I just thought, you know, she's thousands of miles away and she might like to be part of the action. But I love this place. It's called the Mill End store. And here's Jane. Hi, Jane. What have you got?
Some cotton blend.
Cotton blends. So, yeah.
And jersey.
You know what we need now, don't you? Lunch.
Yes, I'm hungry.
But what gets us all is, I'm just going to walk you over here, is over in this store they have got so much activewear fabric, and that's what Rachel and I have gone absolutely crazy on today, is the activewear fabric. So we've got fabric here for pants to make leggings for yoga and CrossFit, and we even found they've got some Under Armour dead stock here, and they've got the most amazing wickerways. That was the one yesterday, so that you can make your tops so that you can breathe while you're moving around. And then over here, swimwear. I've never seen so much swimwear. Absolutely never seen so much swimwear anywhere. So my mind's being caught by the Disney. Oh, I don't know if I dare buy it myself anymore. So this is the Clackamas Fire Division are doing some surveys, and this lovely gentleman says I can go and sit in his front seat. Not that I need any encouragement. Very different to an English one.
Oh yeah.
Very different. Oh, I see. So this is what you're doing. That's your survey chart.
That's how we get all of our information. So when we get dispatched to a call, it'll show up on there. That's all those calls, all those things are different calls that different units are on.
Are they live?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I have come into Cedar Ridge Quilts and I have met this lovely lady called...
I'm Marcy.
Marcy, are you the owner?
Yes, I am.
She is, and I've fallen in love with this absolutely stunning fabric, which, for those that know me well, it's French based. Anything French. I'm obsessed, Marcy, with France.
Are you?
France and Oregon, so everything here is in French. I'm going to go home. I know tissue is fabric, button, that's sewing, pattern, sewing. I want to know what croquet's got to go with it. That's a dressmaker's dummy, that's a mock-up. Couture is a fashion house, embroidery is embroidery. And then here we've got a little bit of the sewing machines and everything that will go in. This is going to be the blender. And then just general France. And then this one here, which is the pattern makes. Now, I do hope you've enjoyed our day, and I hope you stuck with me to enjoy our time with Connie. And I will see you the next time I join you for Return of the Oregon Trail. See you soon. Bye-bye.